Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to COINAHOLICS Autonomous. Today's coin is the 1951 S, United States 1 cent. Well, let's just jump straight into this, but before I do, my apologies, I was going to do the 1944 S today, but, well, I already did it right in the beginning of my channel. I've got 3 of them, and yeah, that's how that ended up happening. So, anyways, the 1951 S came with a weight of 3.11 grams. The S mint mark means it was made in San Francisco. It had a metal makeup of 95% copper, 5% tin, and zinc. As well, its designer, as we, pretty much all know by now, was Victor David Brenner. The diameter of this coin is 19 millimeters across. And, as you can see, the mintage for their 51S, 136,010,000 coins. Now, as far as the greatest sale of this coin, it was in 2016 out of the Heritage Auction House. It was a Mint State 67 Plus red, which I believe happens to be the highest rating for this particular coin. 67 Plus is the highest grade. And it went for $4,230, which is not too bad for a 1 cent coin. Now, there are presently, holy Jesus, 50 coins that have been graded at 67 plus. And they're said to be worth $1,450. So obviously there wasn't too many graded when the guy got over $4,000. The last sale was in 2021. And it was, $1,440. So real close to what PCGS suggests for the price. There are presently 185 coins that are graded at Mint State 67, and they are said to be worth $375. And the last sale was in 2022, and it actually exceeded. It was $396. There are 63 coins that have been graded at 66 plus, and they're said to be worth a whopping $75. Here's the problem. The last sale of the coin was in 2018, and it only realized $39. Ouch. Because, think of it this way, a 66 plus is a beautiful, almost flawless coin. It truly is. And, $39, it costs that just about to get it graded and get it shipped. So, yeah, talk about not seeing anything for your investment. Sure, the person got their money back, but that's it. Now they're out. They got their money back for the grading and the shipping, and they're out a very nice coin in the 66 plus for an older, year. It's not super old at 51, but it's already 72 years old, so it's starting to get there. Anyways, before we have a look at the double die, Well, let's have a look at this picture here. Now, as you can see, it says 1951 S. But if you look around the S, you can see there's a little more to it than that. So now let's bring up a picture of just the S, pretty much. And you can see that it looks like, initially, to me, it looked like a S over D. But, you know, the more I look at it, it almost looks like it's an S over smaller s. I don't know. But if you look at it, you can see inside the S that something else has been punched. But it's not really showing up outside the S. Very strange. Very strange. But presently, there has been no errors reported for the 1951 S. There is for Denver and there is for Philadelphia, but not for San Francisco. Which makes things, well, kind of interesting, actually. Because everybody wants what no one else has, especially when it comes to coin collecting and numismatics. Anyways, let us go to, well, may as well stick with it. Let's go to the Obverse today. Okay, along the top, it says, "In God We Trust." Along the left-hand side, it says, "A Liberty." Along the right-hand side, near the bottom, it says 1951 S. With the bust of Abraham Lincoln running down the center. Now, this coin is dirty. Unfortunately, the set I took it out of, well, it had an open face, so there was no plastic covering it, and, well, it got dirty. But I don't clean my coins, so. But the detail is very high, in amongst his head, his beard. You know, basically he's the highest point of the coin, so, yeah. But all in all, other than the spotting on the obverse, the coin is basically in red-brown condition, as you kind of see. Now, I've never been much into, you know, really collecting, you know, errors and attributes. It just so happened that several of the coins that I did manage to get up here, yeah, kind of had some, which kind of strange, but at the same time, hey, you don't hear me complaining. Okay, let's quickly go to the reverse of the coin now. Well, as you can see, more of the same, you know, on the reverse. Along the top, it says, "E pluribus unum." Below that, it says 1 cent. Below that, it says United States of America. Yeah. With wheat stalks running up both sides from the bottom along the left and right hand side. Now, you can barely see it, but the lines on the wheat stalks really usually go pretty fast. There's excellent detail on this coin. There truly is. We just have some dirt and some staining. Truly. The fields, you know, it is a circulated coin, and the fields, you know, are a little hacked up. I'm not claiming it's going to be freaking mint state 64 or anything like that, but for what it is and the age and so forth, you won't hear me complain. Truly, not at all. Anyways, that is all I have to say about the 1951 S over D or S over S, whichever it is. United States 1 cent. If you haven't yet, I would appreciate it greatly if you were to, well, like, subscribe, and hey, even throw in a comment. But until then, next time's coin will be the 1771. That's right, French Revolution. One, I believe it's a Navarre coin. Very old. Back from my metal detecting days. And, as I still say in all my videos, be safe, be smart, and enjoy your coin search. Goodbye.